Welcome to the training on organizing your folders on your computer for your PPO or REO grass cut lists. We understand that it's typically a large number of properties and photos that have to be transferred back and forth, and so what I'm going to show you is typically the simplest, most efficient way to organize your files, organize your pictures within those files, and we're going to basically preclude the PixResizer training. So this will be setting up your folders so that when we cover the PixResizer, it'll typically be easier for you to organize and move your files back and forth from the FTP site. So as many of you are working with the Excel file that we send back and forth to you, this is typically how you're receiving the properties, and there may be on this list there's duplicates, so I'm going to only create folders for each of the properties that are unique. So to get that started, this is our April 2nd list of work that was completed. So one of the easiest ways, and I'm just going to use the desktop just for training purposes, is to create a new folder for us to prepare folders for these properties. So you can do that one of two ways. You can either right click on your desktop and go to New and then Folder. And once we do that, we can go ahead and name this the April 2nd, 2009 grass cuts. And by doing that, now we have a folder specifically for the properties within this. Now if I go ahead and open up this folder, and I'm going to move this off to the right so I can see my properties, I can quickly start preparing folders within here in which to move the photos into. So here you can do it one of two ways. I'm going to show you the couple different ways to create new folders within. One way is to go to File and go to New and then Folder. By doing so, I can now create a folder based on the list that I have. So I'm going to start with this order, which is 210-47071-1, and this is 2016-18 LaSalle Street in New Orleans. So I'm going to go ahead and name this 210-47071-1 space 2016-18 LaSalle Street, NO. So I go ahead and hit enter. That's now created a folder for that particular property. Another way to create new folders is once you're already working within a folder here, you can actually hit the Alt F on your keyboard, and this is just another shortcut. So Alt F, then going down here I would actually hit W, and then here I would hit F for folder, and again it gives me a new folder. And going off of here, I'm going to now name the property 210-46374-1, and this is 4123 South Saratoga Street. Again, NO for New Orleans. Hit enter. So again, as I'm doing this, I can now very quickly, without having to go up to File and clicking on W and then Folder, again from the keyboard, Alt F, W, F, and I can create a new folder again, 210-48100-1, my address, and again moving along, Alt F, W, F, and my next property, 210-48565-1. 1742. And you can see that by using the keyboard shortcuts, I'll actually reduce a lot of time of having to go back and forth between my mouth, clicking on File, clicking New, clicking Folder. So you can save yourself some time by learning the keyboard shortcuts. And again, that's Alt F, W, and then F, and that'll create a new folder, and then you just start renaming those folders. So now that I have these particular properties in place, I can now take my resized photos and move them to my properties very easily. And that will be what we cover in the next training, which is the PixResizer program, taking your photos from the digital camera, dumping them into a resizing folder, and then moving them into your property folders.